So, this has happened. I have been in and out of court with a complex called Blue Harmony. I've been talking to you all kind of vaguely about it. I was at work today and I got a phone call from my daughter telling me that the marshals were here. And even though I filed a writ to stop the eviction from happening, I filed an appeal, got the documents notarized. I still was told by the tenant that was just here that that still wasn't in the system. That's not the finalization of the documents. So myself and my 6 children have been put out, not because we won't pay, but because I said I will not pay more than what we're supposed to pay. Because I asked for the home to be decent and in order, not to have a rodent infestation, to ask for your toilet to be working, to ask for your stove to work. It seems to be too much. To ask for there to be no gnats infested seems to be too much. I've done my part. I have the paperwork to prove that I paid this lady, and then when she filed false documents, we began to be in this spiral of owing her more and more because she refused my rental payments. This is what they do.
Evictions have skyrocketed in 2025, and honestly, it's been going up since the pandemic. But overall, guys, I was listening for the context in this situation, and pretty much what she was saying was, hey, like, give us a better quality living in our home, right? Like, help us out with like keeping rodents out, keeping, make the home livable. That's pretty much what she's saying. And now she's just getting evicted because she didn't pay them, the rent payment. Now, I completely understand. You can see this from both perspectives of this situation. You look at it from the landlord perspective, and he's like, you're not paying, so you got to get out, right? You take it or leave it. He's looking at it from that perspective, but you can also look at it from the tenant perspective as well. We don't know how they were living. I mean, they do have a lot of stuff. I mean, I don't know. It's hard to say. I mean, the furniture is not the cleanest, right? I mean, but we're not here to judge that. However, they are having like rodent issues and all these things. So you can say many different things. You can say, oh, rodent issues coming from the home itself, right? It looks like an apartment building in the back or whatever. You can say it's how they're living. You can say whatever, right? It doesn't matter. Honestly, evictions have skyrocketed like here recently. So it's crazy, but I got more videos in here that are absolutely going to blow your mind. Make sure you hit that like button, hit that subscribe button as well for more great content like this. Let's get to the rest of the video.
I just got the eviction notice. I thankfully was able to talk with my property manager as he was taping it to my door after I put my kids to sleep. And apparently there's a city program that might be able to help. But I just looked and it's 6 weeks backed up. And I know how crazy it sounds to literally get an eviction notice on my door and still just have this feeling that like it's going to work out and that God's going to come through and provide. I have no idea how. Like there's literally an eviction notice on my counter right now. But I just like, I know I'm going to be okay. And I genuinely have no idea how, but like the things that I have learned over the last 2 years, and if you're new here, go and watch my previous video, but I'm a single mom of 2 kids, and 2 years ago, God asked me to leave my 6-figure business and to wait while he prepared me for what's next. And even though like I'm at this point right now, the things I've learned and like who I've become in the last 2 years is somebody that like my younger self could not have even dreamt of. I am so much happier and so free and so much more confident and I know who I am.
Yeah, this is so sad to see. And honestly, I get what she's saying, right? She's fallen faith and, she seems like she just jumped from her business and, waiting for another opportunity to approach. Of course, we need more context. We don't know what kind of business she's in, but as a whole, right? Like, I mean, she was making six figures. Now she's getting evicted within her job, right? Like, I mean, within her home. And now it's like, I don't know. She's got kids, right? I really hope they're able to figure out this situation, but you're seeing this across the board. You're also seeing an influx of people who are dealing with the cost of living. You're having people that are getting laid off. I already said the cost of, like, a lot of different reasons are happening right now within America as to why people are getting evicted. It just sucks to see.
So I'm being evicted right now. I originally had until 10:30 to get everything out, but the marshal came and saw that we were actively trying to get everything out as quickly as we can, and he said, I'll give you till 4:30 to get everything out. All right, cool. It gives us a little bit more time because we had a lot, but there was also a lot I wasn't bringing. So why the fuck my landlord and her two little helpers show up? Well, the landlord was already there the whole time anyways, just hovering, walking around, looking at everything. Why they start just rummaging through all my shit and just throwing it away? Like, the way it's going right now, my kids are having to go live with their dad so I can get back on my feet. I'm not happy about it, but I have to do what I have to do. So I had everything organized and separated for you to go here, you to go here, you to go here. There's a lot of stuff I wasn't bringing. Why these people just started grabbing everything and just throwing it out, throwing it, just throwing my shit everywhere.
Whoa.
And then I went to go throw something away. My entire refrigerator worth of groceries was in the dumpster. I said, did you throw my fucking groceries away? She just stared at me like this. Bitch, that's $300 worth of groceries that you're throwing away. So I'm trying to get the bag out of the dumpster. It's heavy as shit. One of her little helpers tries to help. She says, no. I'm so freaking pissed. I seem to be getting pissed off a lot lately. So I called the sheriff's office because I'm just like, you got all my shit out in the yard. You got my TVs sitting in the wet, muddy ground. Everything is baking in the sun. You got my food in the fucking dumpster. So I called the sheriff's office to see what can be done. Can she even do this? They gave me till 4 o'clock. Why are you here at 11 o'clock throwing all my shit away? This bitch is emptying out this house like her life depends on it. So now I'm waiting on a marshal. The deputy that was here this morning is coming back. I don't know what to do. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I think it's actually legal what they're doing, honestly. Like, I mean, I think they gave her to 4 p.m. on that day, but we don't know what the conversation is, right? Like, I think they gave her till 4 p.m. to get all her stuff. But, I think the landlord is within their rights. Not saying that it's right what they're doing, by all means, right? It is crazy that they're throwing all her stuff, away. But I think in their situation, they're just like, why are you not paying? Like, you just pay us our money and we wouldn't be going through this. And they're just probably over the entire situation. I couldn't imagine being a landlord right now within America with this crazy right now, as well as during the pandemic. God, I can't even imagine. It's probably the worst because you got people who just can't afford to pay, right? Like, not saying that it's her fault that she can't pay it. We don't know that context, right? Did she get laid off or is her lifestyle insane or whatever the case is? You got people who just cannot afford to pay their rent at this point, right? Like, you've also got people who, they're all, don't get me wrong. Everybody who's getting evicted is not like innocent. That's not what I'm saying, right? Everybody's not just a victim or whatever. There are people who are quite literally just taking advantage of the system, but we don't know their situation. Context matters, of course. But before we finish the rest of this video, I got to give a huge shout out to today's video sponsor, Morgan & Morgan. Have you ever noticed how Wall Street always seems to win no matter what? There's a reason billionaires don't wait in ERs or fill out 100 forms to get what they're owed. Just like there's a reason Morgan & Morgan is America's largest injury law firm. While doing research, I came across a guy last year, hit by a delivery truck. Insurance offered him a few thousand. That's it. 6 months later, he walked away with over $12 million. Why? Because he didn't settle and he used the right legal team. Most people who get hurt settle fast because they think hiring a lawyer means paperwork, high fees, and wasting months waiting on a call back. That's the old way. It's 2025. You can do better. If you're injured in an accident, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. They've recovered over $25 billion for clients, and some of those clients, they were only offered pennies at first. Like a guy in Florida was offered $350,000. Morgan & Morgan helped him win $12 million. Or in Pennsylvania, a client was offered $650,000 who walked away with $26 million. Morgan & Morgan isn't your local strip mall lawyer. They've got over 1,000 attorneys, 100 offices nationwide, and they've been fighting for the people for over 35 years. When you hire them, it's like having a legal army that actually cares about you. It's super simple. No calls, no waiting rooms. You can just go to the link in the description or scan the QR code on the screen. It takes under 5 minutes. If you're ever injured, you can check out Morgan & Morgan. Their fee is free unless they win your case. You can start your claim right now by clicking the link in the description below or just scan that QR code on the screen with your phone. Thank you to Morgan & Morgan for sponsoring us. Let's get to the rest of the video.
Story time. Had a tenant. He was staying with me, paid faithfully. Never had a problem with him. In his lease, he says, "Hey, Tina, I want to renew my lease, and I want you to add my girlfriend to the lease." I'm like, "Sure. No problem." Wrote it up, execute the lease. All good, right? Very first month, they didn't pay the rent. I thought that was odd because he paid faithfully. I never had an issue with him at all. So I hit him up. "Hey, what's up with the rent?" Talk to my girlfriend. She's gonna get it together. She's gonna get it straight. Call the girlfriend. "Oh, well, the bank thought it was fraud, so I have to wait. Blah, 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 blah." I never really heard from her after that. She didn't do a follow-up, nothing. So then I'm calling like, "Hey, what's up?" They both went silent. I'm like, "Okay. Eviction." Type it up. Put it on the door. Then I get a phone call. "Hey, if I can convince you to hold off on the eviction, I have a check coming from wherever, and that should be enough to pay for the first and the last month." And I'm just like, what? So I called the boyfriend, and I'm just like, "Yo, like, I don't know what y'all doing. I don't know what you got going on. I never had an issue with you before. I'm not understanding the games. Did you lose your job or something?" "Oh, well, okay. I'm gonna be transparent. Her and I broke up. I moved out in April. Mind you, the lease was renewed in July. Her and I broke up. I moved out in April. And to help her out, I stayed on the lease, even though I knew that she did not have a job to pay the rent. Oh, and she also can't put the power in her name. So do you mind putting that back in your name?" Now, why would I do that? Why would I put the power back in my name? "Oh, well, because I don't live there." How is that my problem? Before y'all come for me saying I'm a greedy landlord and things happen, I understand. I went to her. I spoke with her. I said, "Hey, listen, I know the truth. It sucks that you guys broke up. It sucks that you can't afford to stay here. If you can leave by the end of the month, I will not file the eviction." I even told her I will help her move, help her get a hotel, help her get a U-Haul, all of those things. You know what she told me? "Well, I still have to figure my life out, so go ahead and file that eviction."
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, you're out. Like I'm expediting that eviction. I'm expediting that eviction for today, right? Like I need the sheriffs up here right now as we speak, right? Like I don't know. I completely get it. You know, people lose their jobs, right? Like people break up, life happens, right? And evictions and landlords they take advantage, right? They get greedy and everything. But I think she's well within her rights of hey, this is my property. Y'all got to get out. I think she's well within her rights. I could be completely wrong. Y'all let me know in the comment section below.
We just did an eviction. The owner bought this property and inherited the tenant. So we did not place it. The owner did not place it. From the outside, looks like a nice little house. They did not mow anything, which we knew. We knew they weren't. The owner said when we get them out, we'll just deal with the mowing. Again, he inherited the tenant when he bought the property. This is how she was living. They were here. They were thinking that their money was going to come through to pay to stop the eviction. I think You can see the floor and understand what it smells like. We, of course, have our big screen TV. Holy crap. Look at this couch. The freaking springs are showing. Bathroom.
Invest in real estate. They say that's the path to wealth and millions of dollars, right? I mean, I remember the big real estate investment chain going back during the pandemic. Like it's like a huge trend of, you know, make sure you invest in real estate and get all these properties and everything. They don't tell you about this part of it though. They don't tell you about, you know, what it's like to be a landlord and, you know, what it's like to have a tenant who doesn't, you know, take care of the property, and you got to come in and you see crazy, like, people live like. Don't get me wrong. People go through hard times. People have hard things in life. I'm not excusing it at all. But what I am saying is, how can you have a house where it looks like this? Like, I would lose my mind if I invested into a property and I walk in and it looks like this.
Did not move anything when we got here. We gave them about an hour to get belongings. We counted 7 dogs.
Wow.
That they took out. Supposedly she had reptiles. There's something, what's over here? Oh, there's a door there. I don't know what that door is. Unless it's another closet, I'm not sure, but look at this.
What?
Wow. That's a closet.
All right, I can't watch no more of this, y'all. This is brutal. I'm not even gonna lie. I can't watch it. This is crazy, dog. But anyways, the whole point is evictions are crazy. I mean, even like rents are skyrocketing as well. Like, people are paying insane amounts. Like, I was looking at homes to rent, and they're like $3,000 minimum. And don't get me wrong, it depends on what kind of house you're looking for, right? I needed a good size house, but it's still just crazy as we speak in America right now. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Evictions are, I mean, I'm not saying that it's right or wrong. I'm just bringing you the news as to what is happening right now within the United States. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button as well for more great content like this. I will see you next video. We out. Let's go.